three, I'm your host, Adam Mill. To right, left of me in the middle is because the governor, Quan Bizzle. Jambo one, I think I said that right. And I'm your host, Adam Mill from Guess How. This is Guess How Say Podcast. All right. This is a clip, a reaction clip. We don't own the rights to this video. This is from O'Shea Duke Jackson, right? And this is
O'Shea.
It's indeed whites only town founder caught on tape doing this. So, all right, let's see, because I don't want to go to commercial. I'll turn it down.
They catch you.
Here we go.
An article today attacking my character, trying to smear me. The intention was clearly to call return to the land as a whole in question.
Many people dream to go viral on social media with a skit or commentary video or just anything in general, because going viral can really help your cause. If you're promoting something, you're selling something, or you're trying to become a celebrity, going viral really helps. It can open a lot of doors for you professionally and financially. But not everybody who sees you go viral wants to help you. There are people who are going to scrutinize your work because simply your existence threatens theirs. Now, what am I talking about? If you are in a certain industry and you go viral and your company is promoting a product, it may very well be taken away from somebody else. That's one example. Or the ideology that you're sharing could threaten somebody else's ideology. And this is what's happening with Mr. Eric Orwell. Eric Orwell is the founder of the RTTL, Return to the Land. And this is a whites-only community existing in Arkansas, Missouri. It's not only anti-everything white, but it's very specific. One, it's very anti-black. But even more, number two, it's anti-Jewish. And whenever something is anti-Jewish, you can believe that Jewish people are going to clap back. And this is exactly what happened on the Daily Mail just on July 30th. Susan Green, a contributor for the Daily Mail, wrote this first blog: outrage over disgusting plans to build whites-only enclave near tiny Arkansas town as critics call for Trump to intervene. That was the first shot. But wait, there's more. But she didn't stop there. Whites community leader Eric Orwell does booty clapping videos with what?
Black girls?
Oh, yeah. It seems like this particular whites only leader has a troubled past. Seems like he was busy enrolling women at No Condom Community College. He wasn't just doing it in the privacy of his own home. He was actually recording it on video.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this news went viral all over the world. People were sharing it, and people were pretty much calling this guy a hypocrite because you're out here pushing a message of Christianity to the world and how you have all of these values, but you were booty clapping online. And he actually decided to address these claims.
Regarding the specific claims that were made, she tried to paint it like until recently, I was making explicit content online, doing webcamming, and that is not true. Over 10 years ago, in my early 20s, for about a year, a little less than a year, I did make explicit content with my wife at the time.
Freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at freaks come out. All right. Oh, yeah. Further down the road, there was O'Shea Duke Jackson. Go check him out. His YouTube video. We put in the description, right? Yeah, okay. Yes. His wife, later on in the video, his wife also states that, or his ex-wife, that he had about 4 or 5 kids by. She also has a OnlyFans where she does gay porn, transgender porn, all types of stuff. But she's a
nasty girl.
Yes, and she's a white supremacist too, and she funds that town. So it's basically hypocritical, you know. Back to the land. Back to what land? You talking about Europe? You talking about over there in England, some doggone where? That's only back to the land I can think that white people, assuming that white people talking about when they say back to the land, right? They tell us back to Africa, right? So how's
Yeah.
back to the land of Arkansas? So that's confusing right there. Then he puts on the religious forefront. And we all know when you're talking about orthodoxy and stuff like that, you're gonna have these people coming around putting titles to religion, but all of a sudden it's not about Christianity, it's a cult. Okay? He's just putting it there because he's starting his own brand of Christianity and making it a cult. Because don't think for 1 second his freakiness is out the door. He's going to be having all types of craziness going on. It's a small town, so everybody's going to be destroying each other. You get what I'm saying? And then you have his
Hmm.
ex-wife doing that crazy stuff. But the hypocrisy in it, and I'm one for segregation, and I'm one for uniting. It don't make me no difference. I just like minds. You know what I'm saying? So if my neighborhood was all black, don't bother me as long as you have outstanding personality and character. If if it's all white, don't make no difference to me as long as you have outstanding character. If it was mixed in, it don't make no difference to me. You get what I'm saying? Both things have its benefits. You get what I'm saying? Although I tilt on the side of, you know, character and morality and that nature and who are, it ain't about the skin color, it's about
Character. Mm-mm. It don't stop
this,
there.
but we know that this Joker has evil intent, he has racial intent, discriminatory intent, and that's his way of saying I want to start a cult and I want to be freaky. And my ex-wife has a OnlyFans where she's screwing midgets, transgenders, and the like. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's what starting the call is all about. Being freaky and going through running through all the women in your cult
Mm,
and subjugating all the men.
that's
But that's
right.
a whole nother topic.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it's like hundreds of white only towns in this country.
yeah,
Anyway,
So a white only town ain't nothing new. It's nothing new, it's nothing special. Why is this news? I don't really know. Maybe it's because they white supremacists, they openly white supremacists. But all those white towns already exist. And we already know that you can't be in those towns after the sun go down. So many of them, you know? But
exactly.
it's like you said, this particular guy probably just want to start a cult, get some money, you know. I don't really care. I mean, shoot, let him do what he want to do. It's America. It's
Yeah,
America. I don't care what he do as long as he don't come around here.
you're in America.
As long as they don't come around here with it, they come around here. I got something for them.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
just want to know exactly where he's at in Arkansas because from what I heard, excuse me, they supposed to be having their own law enforcement. I don't want to ride past there and get a ticket to fund their funding. You know what I'm saying? Keeping their town up. Every black person or minority or who or any white person who doesn't agree to their ideology. You get what I'm saying? I don't want
Yeah.
that to be their funding to keep that ratchet town up. So I don't want to. I need to know where you at because I want to ride past there and the cop pull
Yeah.
me over and say, "Look like your headlight out, boy." Nah, my headlight
We
and
need to
bust
know
my
where all
headlight
of
out
them
and
at.
say that headlight. You
Yeah,
know what
we
I'm
need to know
saying?
where all of them at actually. But yeah, 100%.
Exactly, Governor.
I wonder if the hype to this is really in response to how we would hear about certain towns. They were trying to start in all black towns, like in Georgia or something like that. Remember hearing that?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I wonder if there's like one of the responses to that. Well, we can do that too, but like you say, it's under that guise, but at the same time, it's like almost like the country club thing. I remember back when they were trying to make it seem, back when they were outlawing the fact that country clubs used to be like all white and you couldn't have no black members. You know what I mean? Remember all that?
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember when Tiger Woods was finally getting big in the whole golf scene. And then there was that whole controversy coming like, oh no, now they're gonna start having cookouts on the greens. You know what I mean? So it's the same stuff. This they recycling the same idea. Oh, they're gonna dirty up the land. Look what they doing. That's kind of what the talk when you think about we're gonna clean up the streets and we're gonna send the military into the different cities and everything. It's kind of cold talk for that. These dirty
Yeah.
everywhere we gotta go,
Ninjas.
we gotta clean up after them. You know what I mean? So it's that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So this is kind of like another shot at that, you know.
Best of luck to the man. You know, and if people who's wise enough not to ride past there, so the police can text them. I mean, tax them and beat the hell out of them, and
Right.
make them disappear. Hey, you always got OnlyFans.
Right. But given how he already got caught up, you got videos showing up. He's not
Yeah,
that bright. So I don't
exactly,
know how well this town is even gonna last. You know what I mean?
exactly. And
You gonna have to
sad
take
part, you got black folk coons. You have black folk.
that wanna be in it.
No, they don't want to be in it, but there's like, basically, this guy's like, how can I put it? He's like a Moses to him or something like that. He's like, this guy. It was one lady. I don't want to put her name out there, but she prayed a black woman. She praised this man so much. You get what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
and at the same time was downing what was going on in D.C., but was, not down and champion what was going on in D.C. and down in the black folk, but
Mm.
champion this man and saying, they're so frightened to integrate with black folk that they had to be amongst themselves and stuff like that, you know?
They already got most of it. If you think about the country, like the whole United States of America, we're only concentrated in certain parts of the country. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they already have that. They pretty much got states. They got whole states.
Exactly.
Right.
So she was just cooning, man. I mean, anything to get views, and that's the new wave, yo. That's the new wave. You good on this topic, Columbus? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let's get to the nitty gritty, the meat of the on the platter.
Mhm.
Pause. Uh, corn versus corn syrup.
Corn versus syrup.
All right, I'm gonna play this joint real quick. Hold on. Let's see.
15.
All right. We do not own the rights to this video. You know what I'm saying? Who was it by? I don't know.
Walk into a hotel room with a woman. You take out your wallet and pay her $500. You two do a little Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on. Some premium subscription free in-person booty tap dancing. Nobody records it. You both go home. Congratulations, you just committed a crime. That's solicitation. You could get arrested. Now, same hotel room, same woman, same $500, but this time you set up a tripod. You hit record. Suddenly, it's art. It's adult entertainment. It's 100% legal. Welcome to America, the land where selling intimacy is fine, as long as you also sell the footage.
Hmm.
Keep it a little bit.
Sex without being victims. That's too politically messy. So instead, they make prostitution illegal while quietly letting Pornhub rake in ad revenue from videos of the exact same acts. The morality scam. Politicians love to use the morality argument. Prostitution degrades women. It promotes trafficking. But here's the thing. Prawn does all that too, and it's legal. Prawn has documented cases of coercion, trafficking, and abuse. Yet it's celebrated as quote-unquote sex positive by the media. The truth? The morality excuse is selective outrage. Society is fine with sex work as long as there's a screen between you and the act. Once it's face to face, people panic. The risk factor. Control versus freedom. Corn is easier to control. Studios have paperwork, release forms, IDs, tax records. You can track actors and monitor production. Prostitution is chaotic. It's private, cash-based, and hard to monitor. The government hates things it can't control. That's why Nevada, the only state with legal brothels in some counties, keeps them under strict regulation, and why the rest of the country avoids legalization entirely.
Okay. Remember that argument back in the day? What was that dude, man, that he had a special out on back in the day when people used to watch cable. He had a little 12 o'clock special out that he was on a ranch or whatever. And all these
Yeah,
celebrities, what's his name? Lamar Odom OD'd in one of his
went over
ranches.
there. Yeah, yep.
You feel me? So but everybody's like, oh, but you can lock up all these pimps and take down this person and that person, but this guy, he get to have his little ranch, or the guy Hugh Hefner get to run crazy and wild and have all these parties. Why no handcuffs on him? Well, there you go, because it's controlled, it's taxed, and it's not quote unquote running wild. It's not about morality. What you call it? I can't pronounce it. Morality. Yeah, it's not about that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Well, my mother was alive, God rest her soul. Um, she used to take what's for painkillers, like the little, it's like a Percocet or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I used to tell her, I said, Ma, back in the day, when I was out there shaking and jiving as a youth, you called me all types, a monster, killing my community. I said, this is the same thing.
Hmm.
I said, it's just taxed. I said, actually, it's worse. This is worse. I said, is it from a moral standpoint or is it from a tax standpoint? Because if it's from a moral standpoint, it's all bad. So
Right.
I just, it's an interesting topic. I learned something. Like if you doing a do in a car or in a hotel, you can actually get arrested.
Mhm.
You know,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
if you got a camera on and paperwork and blood work, then it's taxed and it's pretty much legal and accepted in society. Um, it's just wild to me, man. What you guys think? It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
Um, it's not really crazy. It's not. It's just the way it is. The great KRS-One said it back in 1988. He said, everything you do in private is illegal, and everything is legal if the government can see you. That's what he said. And
Bars.
it's really just all about money. That's all it is. They don't care about the safety of the people or the morals or none of that. It's
Right.
all about the money. We don't want you making money if we can't have a piece of it. That's all it is. And if you record yourself having sex, yeah, we can see that, and we can come and collect your money, come and get our cut.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you
I'll
doing
send
it
you to
where
jail.
nobody can't see it, we can't get paid from that. So that's unfair. That's unfair for us, the government.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfair. The government is a piece of crap because they tax your check. Then when you go and spend your check, you still get taxed for everything that you buy. So the government is a bunch of freaking crooks. They greedy and they thieves. So, I
They
hate going
gangsters.
off on these tangents, man. Like it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Go
I
off,
don't even know
man.
how
Go
the
off.
public let the government get away with some of the stuff that they do. You already tax the money. You already tax our income. How are you taxing the money that we spend also? It don't make sense. Make it make sense. That's why people buy prostitutes to fight against the government. I might go buy me a prostitute tonight to fight against the government. We doing this in rebellion, baby. Bend it over, bust it open in the name of rebellion. Let's do this.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Remember, all the guys used to get locked up for marijuana back in the day,
Yeah.
Reggie or whatever. Now
Dispensary.
they have dispensaries, man.
Yep.
Wow.
Everywhere,
Crazy,
like
right?
every few blocks, it seems like.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Ain't even,
crazy.
back
As
in them
long as the
days,
government can get their little bit of money,
here's
money, it's
right.
okay. It's all good. We don't care. You can kill yourselves. You can eat poison. You can catch AIDS. We don't
Yeah.
care as long as you give us our cut.
Yep.
It's crazy, man.
But back
Free
when
all
it,
the weed, real quick, girl, I'm sorry. Free all
yeah,
the weed dealers, man. Free all the veggie dealers from back in the day. And
Exactly.
and, and
Free
give
'em.
them reparations and have them open up their own dispensary.
That's right.
it'd
How
be the
about
better
that?
part. You know what's crazy
Let them
about
out.
that? You know what's crazy? I worked in that industry for about a year. In that industry for about a year, right? And it's wild how they did not want us in there. They did not want us to be a part of that. They even did it to the point where they had they all right. So Maryland said that they wanted to have black owned, they wanted to have some minority representation in that industry as well, right? So what they would do is a white doctor will get in there and front a black lady up there and say, okay, we'll just say that you're the one that's the head of it. So that way we can go ahead and get the funding. That's the game they were playing. They got caught. But it's wild. It's wild. That it used to be where, back in them days, you looking for somebody that had that. And it would be
Yeah.
droughts throughout the city. You were going all through the city looking. Now they on every other block, it seems like. Like they very well strategic. They all around. And it used to be that how much that they hated it to the point that it's bad for you, it's bad. And I used to hear all this
Fry
propaganda.
your brain,
Right.
Yeah.
And
all
all of
types
a
of stuff.
sudden the propaganda switched the opposite way. Oh,
And
now
it's worse. It's worse than what the Reggie they was doing back in the day. It's
right.
worse. The side effects are worse.
Yeah.
Oh
Now
my
you got people
goodness.
going through the psychosis of that because it's over. It's too much. So you over there consuming something that's like 5-6 times stronger than it was back
Yes.
then. And they
Yes.
hitting this on a constant basis throughout the day and night.
Mm.
In the words of Malcolm X, a fool is one who allow his enemies to teach his child.
Mm.
Yeah.
I should open up a dispensary. We should open up one called I Got 5 on it.
That's great.
They probably already got one somewhere already.
Bizzle,
But
what
yeah,
you
that's
think, man?
crazy.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's not too much to really think about. I guess it's a pick your poison situation. Me personally, I'd rather pay for it in real life. That's just me. You know what I mean? Um, I'd rather pay for it in real life. But it's really a pick your poison thing. Like the corn is more intimate, is more to yourself. It's more fantasy driven. Is not just real life. Corn is hentai. There's other forms of corn, so people can explore more. When it comes to real life and paying for intercourse, there's limitations and it's more of a risk factor too.
No, it's not limitations. It's less limitations.
Meaning limitations as in you can't explore with your imagination like you would explore with porn.
They got everything you need, bro.
Yeah, well,
This
Oh,
step on 105th Street.
Mm.
Everything you have, everything you need, man. Won't let
Both
the
of them-
John go free.
it's wild though. Now the thing about that they both have in common, both of those trails. You know what I mean? You can see the people that go down both of those trails, and it doesn't look good for most. You know what I mean?
Nah, because the moral standpoint always will stand. The government, like we mentioned on the show, the government is trying to make something appear wholesome or not. It doesn't matter with them. They all they care about can we get from it? Can we tax you from it?
Yeah.
That's it. They don't care about
Yep.
the outcome. They don't care about the side effects. They don't care what it does to society. But they fool the sheep to say, okay, since the government think it's right, it must be right. Screw all the side effects.
Yep.
It's okay.
Yep.
It's okay.
Yep.
All right, man. That ends it. It was like always, man. It was a wonderful podcast. To the right, left of me in the middle, you had Sick Cuz the Governor. You had Quan Bizzle as always. You had Jumbo One, Jammer One. I think I said it right this time. And
Correct.
fellas, enjoy y'all weekend, man. It was always a pleasure.
So,
Peace. Oh,
Take
I'm
it
sorry.
easy.
Wait. Where can they find you, girl?
you can catch me at the governorsmansion.net, DAGUVNASMANSION.
And where can they find you, Jammer One?
Jamma1, JAMMA_WUN at Instagram. Same spelling for YouTube.
And you just dropped the what over the weekend? Let them know that too.
I dropped the album with Lyrical Leviathan called Synthetic City. You can go check it out. It's on all platforms.
And where can they find you at?
Nostalgia Music on all platforms and social medias.
You can find, guys, I said, on all platforms except for X. Hopefully I can post that up soon on X, But other than that, find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and TikTok. All right, peace.
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 The volcano from out of Iceland, they come to take over the rap game like the white man. Iller than Hitler, photobomb at Yahoo, read it bomb missile. Watch me do it like the Pointer Sisters. Slip arsenic in your corn liquor. Two bigger L's than the Aubrey nigga. From Pappy Mason to Pastor Mason, the church is vacant. Preacher with Bobby, trapped in the basement. I'm laughing, just imagine the Sleepy Beauty had herpes.